and fucking told me to go to the hospital, you know. So Rob took me to the hospital, and they took me in the back and shit, and basically they just came out and told me, man, I had like heart failure, you know what I'm saying?
Okay. I'm alive, the heart up in my chest is beating strong. Don't stress over how long, just love it as it carry on. Free to meet any bitch.
What up and welcome to the Beneath the Dirt podcast. I'm your host, Bone. Thank you for tuning in. Episode 150 in the motherfucking high. What's good, everybody? Thank you again for tuning in, whether you're on YouTube or your favorite podcasting app. Hope everybody's staying safe out there. And yeah, you heard it right there. We got some shit to talk about this week. We're not going to waste no fucking time. Let's get right into it. Gathering 2021. It went down this past weekend. Or late last week, into the weekend. Whatever. And, whole bunch of shit. Let's start with a couple of performances that I heard of real quick. I heard fucking Ouija Macc threw it the fuck down at the Gathering this year. Some people are saying it's his best performance that they've seen him do live yet. So that's dope to hear. Ouija Macc threw it down. He released his Shit for Brainz mixtape at the Gathering. Limited edition. So hopefully you caught that. I saw him post something saying that there would be, that the mixtapes were fucking selling really fucking quick and selling out fast. So hopefully you caught one. Hopefully you didn't. What else? Trying to think. R.A. the Rugged Man threw it the fuck down this past weekend. No, I can't give a fucking breakdown of the Gathering, like what fucking went down through the fucking days. I wasn't there. I was home, wasn't at the fucking Gathering. So I can't give like some ill breakdown about the Gathering, but what I did see, I did catch some live footage from the Gathering, and I saw R.A. throw it down. He always performs ill live. Who else? I didn't see Ouija Macc's performance live stream, but I heard he did throw it down. I did catch some of ICP's Bizarre set. That shit looked dope. They sounded pretty good on stage. So that was dope. Them playing a bunch of tracks off the Bizarre albums. I didn't catch the live performance from ICP the last night. I didn't catch any of that live. And outside of that, I didn't really see too much. I did see a little bit of Danny Brown's live set. I saw something saying he stormed off stage at some point. People were throwing shit at him. I actually did see a picture of fucking Lardy B. Remember, Lardy B? Why the fuck is she on main stage? So the fucking Juggalos could throw food at her and she could catch that shit. That picture was fucking dope. Of Lardy B catching food up on stage while performing as the Juggalos were throwing the shit at her. Fucking hilarious. There's always one artist at the Gathering Juggalos throw shit at, and it was Lardy B this year. I didn't hear of anybody else getting shit thrown at them this year. I did see fireworks going off during performances, so fireworks were still a thing. I don't know if fires were still a thing or not. But from what I've seen and what I've heard, nothing crazy went down at the Gathering. Other than the ICP seminar. Fuck waiting, beating around the bush. The ICP seminar. This seminar, I watched live. And, man, Violent J came out. Just punching you in the fucking chest, I guess. Just coming out fucking hitting hard. It was a short seminar. I did take a bunch of notes. I posted the notes right after the seminar happened. So people already know what was spoken about. But Violent J came out right off the bat saying he suffers from insomnia. He can't fucking sleep, but he has been sleeping better lately. But going into the Gathering, didn't sleep for 3 days going into the gathering. They did skip the Inner City Posse performance. Trey Pound did a solo set instead. Violent J said after having not slept for 3 days, he just kind of fucking passed out like a little baby bitch and caught up on his beauty sleep that he, didn't get. So he was fucking sleeping during the Inner City Posse set because he couldn't sleep for 3 days leading into the gathering. And then he fucking immediately after that broke into a story about how he had to go to the hospital, how he wasn't feeling himself. He would go to the mailbox, be winded, super tired, just getting, doing simple shit, but getting tired from doing it very simply. Running a bunch of tests, talking about they found that his heart was, his heart wasn't beating right, so they had to run a bunch of tests. Was in the hospital for a bunch of days. Basically found out that he had heart failure. Fucking crazy. If you watch the Fago Lovers live stream, pretty sure it was Scotty D who was capturing the seminar, and you could even hear it in the audio where right after he says that he has heart failure, you just hear Scotty D like, oh, fuck, And I think that's pretty much how everybody felt when they fucking heard that shit. For them to come out into the seminar and just lead off with that shit, and he said he was uncomfortable talking about it and didn't want to, he said it was embarrassing. But I mean, fuck, man. Him announcing that he has heart failure is fucking crazy. He talked about how he was going in to get, more tests, trying to correct the problem. They said they knocked him out, did the fucking defibrillators, where they shocked him a bunch of times to get his heart back into proper rhythm. Said it worked for a few days, and then it went back to, the way it was, out of rhythm. And then he eventually, after that, had surgery for it. And he said it corrected the problem for now, but it could go back at any point to his heart being out of rhythm. And he says he has AFib. I looked up AFib. It's just not good. Not good. Your fucking heart is all out of whack. So, Violent J fucking announcing that he has heart failure at the seminar this year is fucking wild. I grew up on this dude for more than 20 years of my life, more than half of my life. Been listening to this dude, watch this dude, just criticizing this dude, in the past couple years. Everything. Just following this dude, fanatic of Insane Clown Posse, Violent J. And to hear this is fucking wild. It's obviously sad that he announced that he has heart failure. I'm bummed out about it. A lot of other people are bummed out about it that I've seen online. I see some assholes talking shit. You get the quick block. I know it's the internet. People are going to talk shit, but you say some stupid shit on some shit like this, like you're more than likely either catch a quick block or I just unfollow your ass or mute you. Some shit like that. I did that a few times this weekend. Just some ignorant shit, stupid shit. Without Violent J, there wouldn't be a lot of the shit that you love right now. There just wouldn't. This dude has done so much in the fucking Juggalo world, but even outside of the Juggalo world, the underground rap world, one of the innovators of the wicked shit, they took the wicked shit and brought it to the masses. One of my favorite rappers ever. one of the best storytellers in hip hop, period. Like, I don't even think that's an opinion. That's a fucking fact. Like, straight the fuck up. That's like a fact. But, I mean, fucking talk about fucking big ass bummer right out the gate of the seminar, man. And to kind of end the gathering, you know, it was the last day of the gathering. They held the seminar. I didn't even know that they were doing a seminar. Like, I don't remember seeing the schedule and seeing ICP seminar, but, you know, apparently it was there. They had it scheduled. They did it. But, you know, after he announced that he has heart failure, you know, basically it goes without fucking saying they can't keep fucking tour and do shit like they used to do. ICP have been touring nonstop for more than 20 years. You know, ever since Great Malenko Ford, these dudes like lived on the fucking road. You know? So it goes without fucking saying shit ain't gonna be the fucking same. They ain't gonna be touring like they do. And Violent J announced that they're gonna do a world tour next year. Next year is gonna be like is the farewell tour, in his words. The farewell tour. They're gonna tour all over the world. So, you know, for all the overseas ninjas, hopefully, you know, Australia, Europe, all that shit. Hopefully they do make it, you know, one last time, you know, to get over there and do do their tours. Canada, all that shit. But yeah, a fucking farewell tour, man. As soon as he said that shit, I was like, I regret not going to the Fearless Fred Fury tour. Straight the fuck up. Immediately, I was like, I regret not going to that shit. Last time I saw ICP live was shit. I want to say the Malenko tour, but I feel like I saw them live at some point since I started doing the podcast, because I think that was before I did the podcast. I know I saw Shaggy live on the Fuck the Fuck Off motherfucker tour. They had to have done a Hollow Wicked. Like, nah, I'm pretty sure I did see him a couple years ago. You know, obviously it wasn't last year. Anyway. But, you know, it made me like think about all the times I didn't see ICP live. Fearless Fred Fury tour being one of them. And, man, farewell fucking tour. He did say they'll still do Ballers, Gathering, Hollow Wicked, those type of special shows. So those shows will still go down, and they'll still do concerts, he said. But for the farewell tour, and he said for the farewell tour, it's not going to be just like one long-ass run where they'll do, you know, 40 days and 40 tour days in like 50 days. You know what I mean? He said it'll be 2-3 times a week throughout all of next year. They'll be doing shows. So there won't be any specific, you know, one massive run. It's just going to be shows here and there. He said the doctors don't even want him performing at all. But he said he can't do that. He's got to fucking get up on stage, rock that shit. So, a fucking farewell tour, man. You know, he even joked about how other bands announce a farewell tour and then another farewell tour and then like the final farewell tour. No, this is the for real farewell tour. So, you know, we'll just have to wait and see if it in fact will be the farewell tour. I got to imagine they'll, you know, like we said, Ballers, Hollow Wicked, special events that they've thrown like that, all, you know, they'll do those shows. But they got to, you know, hopefully, fingers crossed, do spot dates. You know, he didn't really get into specifics of what real condition his heart is in, but he is in heart failure. That's fucking crazy, man. You know? Violent J. The wiki clowns will never die. They'll never fucking die. The music will always live on. I don't want to sit here and act like he's fucking dead. You know what I mean? I feel like some people are acting like that, and it's, you know, you can react however fucking way you want. I'm not going to tell you how to fucking react to this type of news, but I'm not going to act like he's fucking dead. He's not here anymore. It is fucking sad. Without a doubt, without fucking question, it's sad, man. It's just shitty fucking news. Crazy. Was not expecting that shit. You know, Shaggy was at the seminar. His voice was fucking thrashed. How he even performed that night, I don't even know. But his voice was fucking thrashed. You know, Jump Steady was there. But, goddamn, man. It's fucking crazy, you know? You know, I guess we'll just have to wait and fucking see how it plays out, but I'm bummed out about it, man. I fucking love Violent J, regardless of anything I've said. Regardless of anything I said, I still always have, probably always will, love Violent J. If it wasn't for fucking Violent J, man, ICP, I wouldn't be here where I am right now. Fucking straight up. Wouldn't be here right where I am right now. Their music gets me through a lot of hard times. A lot. Been listening to them since I was, 90, I want to say 97, 98, like 14, 15 years old. Long ass fucking time, man. Long ass time. But yeah, I wouldn't be fucking here without ICP's music. I wouldn't know a lot of these other groups that I fucking love just as much, that help me get through just as many times as ICP does. You know what I mean? Crazy shit, man. A fucking farewell tour. I will not miss this fucking tour. If they're only doing a couple nights, like if they're within 2-3 hours of me on that farewell tour, if like they're doing multiple spots around me, I'm hitting them all up. I'll hit them all up. Like if they come to Worcester, I'll hit it up. If they go to Connecticut, I'll hit it up. If they go to New Hampshire or some shit, I'll hit it up. If they hit up, I don't know what fucking towns are out west in, you know, New York, Rochester, whatever. I don't even know. But I ain't fucking missing that farewell tour. If they're hitting any area within me with a few hours, I'm hitting the shit. 100%. Don't give a fuck. Any plans I had for that day will be, you know, it just ain't happening. Ain't fucking happening. Ain't missing that the farewell tour. You know what I mean? Might not be the last time I see ICP live. Hopefully not. But, you know, I won't take that fucking chance. And I'm glad I got to see them as many times as I've seen them live. I think I was just talking about last week how I've fucking seen, you know, ABK fucking probably fucking 36 times because I saw him open up for ICP so many fucking times back in the day. My first ICP show was the Bizarre Bazaar show on that tour, and I caught a couple of dates on that tour. I believe there was multiple legs of that tour as well. You know I saw that Bizarre Bazaar show a few times. Shangri-La era. Hell's Pit era. I know they did Rock and Shock a bunch of times here in Worcester. Before that convention just fucking stopped. It's no longer a thing. But I'm just glad, you know, I've seen ICP at least a dozen times. At least a dozen times. Shit, maybe 17 times. I don't know. I got ticket stubs somewhere. You know. The best show I've ever been to, I've said this before, but the best show I've ever been to, without a doubt, is the Wicked Wonka tour. I didn't, you know, most people will probably say Hatchet Rising, some shit like that. I wasn't there for Hatchet Rising. That's a tour. That's a fucking, that I didn't go to. And then, you know, I regret not going to. But the best show I've ever fucking been to was the Wicked Wonka tour. ICP, Esham, Two Live Crew, Kottonmouth Kings, Bone Thugs and Harmony. No, Two Live Crew wasn't on there. Kottonmouth Kings, Bone Thugs, Tech 9, Esham, and ICP. Esham might have not been in the Worcester show, but I know He was on some dates. But I know, pretty sure Isham was there. Here I am talking about the best show. Man, I've a lot of fucking blurry nights, I'll say that. I've been through in my time. If it wasn't for ICP, I would have never been turned on to Bone Thugs and Harmony, who have become one of my favorite groups. Because of the Wicked Wonka show and the show that they put on. Granted, Busy Bone wasn't there. It was only Crazy, Lazy, and Wish. But if it wasn't for that show, I wouldn't have been turned on to fucking Bone Thugs. I remember that very next day I went out and bought the Greatest Hits because that's all the fucking store had. They had the volume 1 of the Greatest Hits. So I bought it. Then I bought, all the rest of the shit. But anyway. If it wasn't for ICP, I wouldn't know 3-6 Mafia. Maybe eventually, but not during when Smoke Clears fucking came out, Fuck, man. I don't know. Shitty news. Sucks that, we're getting a fucking farewell tour. Final ICP tour. But I just want to say one last time, I fucking love Violent J. I don't give a fuck. I love ICP. Thank you for everything you fucking did, have done, for me personally, for thousands of fucking other people as well. Thank you. Regardless of any bullshit, everything you do and have done has been super appreciated. Helped me get through a lot of hard times. And, the Wiki Clowns will never die. Straight the fuck up. I'll always have the music. Always have the music. Instead of dwelling on the bad, let's fucking, it was a short fucking seminar. 20 minutes to a half hour at the most. They did continue going on saying, they talked about the next Ultra Live Monster 5 show going down in September. The next Ultra Live Monster 5 will be the heavy metal headbangers, Wicked Clown, Thrash, fucking Violent J couldn't even remember the name and was winging it off the top of his head. They come up with these long ass names for shows. Always something they've always done. But the next Ultra Live Monster 5 going down at the end of September. That's fucking a month away from this point. So going down at the end of September. Didn't say where, but it is going down. So the 4th Ultra Live Monster 5. 3 have already gone down. The December, the Big Ball is last year. The Prom Night Massacre show. The Hootenanny Throwdown. And then whatever the metal show is going to be called going down at the end of September. So be on the lookout for that. He did also say that Yum Yum Bedlam is definitely coming on Halloween. Sounds like it's done. Fucking everything. He didn't really get into what the music sounds like. He just said that they're proud of the record. He did say it's different, so I'm curious to hear how fucking different this record will sound. He did point out the fact that it is a female's Joker's card. So I guess, time will tell. But he did say it's definitely coming on Halloween. So, hopefully, fingers crossed, that's fucking true. That it is, in fact, coming in on Halloween, Hallowicked, like they keep saying. Then they talked about the Patreon shows. The Patreon shows will continue. And they keep stressing that if you're not subscribed to the Patreon shows. And how much work that they put into it, they gave Jump Steady big props for the Patreon shows and the amount of work that he puts into it. And I think I kind of stressed that point at, back in the April streams where, if you, the production value, the shit might run late. Violent J might not fucking show up. But besides that, the shit that they do for these Patreon shows is dope. And it's got to take a lot of fucking work. Jump Steady even said of the Mad Professor's Lab, the shit that goes into that alone. and everything else that they do. And they, they keep stressing, they did mention how it does cost $65, but if you break it down per stream, it's like $5. And they are right. They are right about that. It break it down to per stream, it's like $5. I did the math at one point. 3 shows a week for 4 weeks. You get like 12 shows. All right. My math fucking is correct. You get like 12 shows a month, 65. I'll fucking do the math. I'll fucking do it for you. I'll do the math right now. 65 divided by 12, $5.41. So per stream, it's not bad, but I still maintain there's got to be a cheaper option. Have that $66.50 that comes with a VIP, not a VIP, but a merch pack. A exclusive CD, some kind of token that you were subscribed for that month, and then have the $17 option. I keep saying $17 because, fuck, why not? You'll have more people subscribe. I can't stress this enough. You'll have more people subscribe to watch it live. There are people that upload it to YouTube. You could watch it later, but to watch it live for $17, you'll have a lot more, and it'll make up for the lack of people that are subscribed now. You could have a few thousand people subscribed a month if there was a cheaper option. But I definitely agree with the fact that the amount of fucking work they put into the shit is a lot. So yeah, I don't blame them for charging the $66.50, but I still maintain there has to be a fucking cheaper option for that shit. They talked about the Gathering 2022 next year. Jumpsteady hopped in towards the end of the seminar there and talked about how he's pumped for next year's Gathering. It seems like it's going to go down at Legend Valley again. They're bigging up Legend Valley for saying that Legend Valley actually wants the Gathering there. Every other place that they've had the Gathering at, they had to fight like tooth and nail to fucking get the Gathering to be there, to get it not canceled mid-Gathering. So it sounds like Legend Valley's the fucking place for the Gathering. Seems like a lot of people like it there. I don't know, never been to any fucking Gathering, never mind Legend Valley. So Gathering 2022 is going to be called the Gathering of Dreams. Sounds like, as far as performances wise, the way the Jumpsteady was breaking it down, each night will have a certain theme. Horrorcore artists one night, maybe rock artists one night, and each night will be curated by a different person. One night by Jay, one night by Shaggy, one night by Jumpsteady, so on and so forth. Whoever works for, Psychopathic by next year. So the Gathering of Dreams is what the Gathering 2022 is called, and they're already fucking pumped for it, even though this one was still fucking going when they were talking about it. So yeah. They did, Violent J did say they will make up for the Inner City Posse show at the next concert. So presumably that'll be the next Ultra Live Monster 5 show. If that's the case, Inner City Posse will be performing there, and that will be their way to make up for it. And then he talked about the Waking Up series, or the Walking Home series, I'm sorry. The new series from Violent J, which we'll break down in, a minute here. I guess we'll fucking break it down right here. Talking about the Walking Home series from Violent J. And, it was released at the Gathering. It'll be up for sale on Psychopathic Vault today. The podcast drops today, Monday, August 23rd. It will be for sale on Psychopathic Vault today. You get the limited edition bundle, includes a backpack, beanie, exclusive comic book, and Walking Home Monday CD. And then Fago Lovers, again, this is where I got most of my information this weekend as far as the Gathering goes. Fago Lovers. Shout out to Fago Lovers, Scotty D, for, keeping everybody up to date, but posted a picture of the Walking Home bundle. It is, in fact, a backpack beanie. The comic book looks fucking fresh. I don't know if Shaggy's doing the comic book or not. I can't remember if Violent J said Shaggy's doing the artwork for the Walking Home comic book. And then the actual CD itself, which comes in a fucking jewel case. Presumably with just one song like that. Could have just as easily put that shit in a cardboard sleeve and called it a day. But for $117, I think the jewel case had to be fucking done. So that'll be for sale today. $117 for the Walking Home series. And Violent J said how he wants to outdo the Wizard of the Hood with this Walking Home series. He wants it to be either just as good or better than the Wizard of the Hood series or EP. And that's fucking crazy, man. Like, I'm not going to go into this Walking Home series with Wizard of the Hood expectations. I'm just not. It's way too fucking high and it's unfair. Just is. But I mean, if it's good, it's fucking good, right? Like, you can't deny it's good or not. But I'm not going to go into it, expecting or hoping it to be better than Wizard of the Hood. I'm just going to go into this shit, this is just some new shit that Violent J's given us, this new EP. As far as I've seen, the single hasn't been uploaded to YouTube yet. No word if it'll be uploaded digitally. Haven't heard any reviews from the single, about the single. So no idea how the first single sounds, but it is out. It's for sale. Psychopathic Vault was available at the Gathering. And he wants to outdo the Wizard of the Hood series. That's going to be tough, man. It's going to be fucking tough. But like I said, me personally, I'm going to go into it just hoping for some dope music. Just hoping for some dope music. I'm not going to compare it to the Wizard of the Hood. So I think it would just be unfair to go into it comparing it to the Wizard of the Hood EP. Yeah. So anyway, I've fucking said that 17 fucking times already. And then towards the end of the Gathering, fucking Shaggy blurts out, "Hey, the last 30 years was just a fucking warm up. We're just getting started." This is something that they've been saying a lot in seminars, interviews, and shit. They feel like they're just getting started. With the news of Violent J's heart failure at the beginning of the Gathering, it makes you feel like it's the fucking end. Like this is it. It's fucking done. But Shaggy at the end says, this is just the fucking beginning. And I think that's how you got to fucking look at it. With that news in the beginning of the seminar, you have to look at it like, hey, this is just the fucking beginning, bro. Regardless of what fucking happens. They did say that they're, because they won't be touring like they used to, they'll have the chance to work on music and pump out more music, which is something I've been hoping for and been saying for a while. Since Fred Fury dropped, I'm like, all right, these dudes need to get with this new. I mean, I guess not, because you got motherfuckers like Cole, Kendrick, Drake. They take 2-3 years to drop a fucking album. And not to compare ICP to them because it's just completely fucking different. But in the underground Juggalo world, ICP is that top tier shit. So I guess they can take those couple of years, but I would like to see them pump out more music. And because they won't be able to tour as much, hopefully we do get more music from ICP than we have in the past. So that pretty much fucking sums up the Gathering and the seminar. Those are all the notes I got. I posted them up on social media. I know a couple people were asking what I thought, but they said they'll fucking tune into the podcast to find out. So now you fucking, if you didn't know, now you know, So yeah, seemed like the Gathering went off without a fucking hitch. And that's fucking pretty dope. Shitty news aside, seems like it was a hit this year. Granted, all the fucking, we're still in the middle of a fucking pandemic here, people. They fucking pulled it off. Complain about the lineup or not, I bet if you complained about the lineup and went to the gathering, I bet you still had the fucking time of your life. No fucking question. But let's get into some, let's keep it fucking ICP related. The trailer for United States of Insanity. This is the documentary that covers Insane Clown Posse's lawsuit against the Federal Bureau of Investigation. I knew I should have just said FBI. Knew I should have just said it. But this is the documentary that covers ICP's lawsuit against the FBI. It's coming out in October. The trailer looks fucking legit. This looks like some legit shit. I'm definitely looking forward to this documentary. I never read the book that covers the Juggalos being labeled as a gang. Never read that book. So this would be like my first real deep dive into the shit. I mean, I've dove into it, but I get, this would be the first documentary of any kind I've seen. But October 28th in select theaters, actually. I thought this would be like a straight to fucking Netflix type deal, but it will be in theaters. And then I will assume probably Amazon or, Netflix and shit like that somewhere after that point. So yeah, the documentary is finally fucking coming out. They got footage from Violent J, like from the Bang Pow Boom, Mighty Death Pop days, looking a little big, up all the way up to now, where he shedded some fucking pounds. So the documentary looks legit. I'm looking forward to it. Definitely will watch it when it drops. But peep the trailer. It's up on YouTube. Just all you have to type in is United States of Insanity, and you'll get it. So yeah, that documentary's finally fucking coming out. And that's fucking it for ICP. I say that's it. I went 37 minutes talking about the gathering and shit. We got a bunch of more shit to talk about, so let's fucking dive right into it with a little bit of new music. Shaggytheairhead dropped his album Waking Up this past Friday. It is up on all digitals right fucking now. I haven't got a chance to listen to it. Just haven't. Trying to keep up with everything gathering related. Didn't really listen to much music. Not a lot of shit dropped this past Friday. A few, there's a couple things, but not much new shit dropped. But Shaggytheairhead did drop his Waking Up album. I saw him post it up on, Instagram and Twitter and shit at the gathering. So I'm sure he was selling the hard copies there and all that shit. So that is out right now. And then let's talk about fucking Nems dropped a new album, Congo. Nems, I've talked about Nems before. He did an album with Ill Bill called Gorilla Twins last year, I believe, and that was fucking fire. Such a dope-ass EP album, whatever the fuck. Loved it. And I've heard Nems on features before that shit, but that was and probably Gorilla Monsoon was actually the first album I've heard from Nems, but I've just recently really got into Nems. Haven't listened to the Congo album, but it is out now. If you like that grimy boom bap shit, just ignorant punch you in the face shit, that's what Nems will fucking give you. So peep that shit. If you like the grimy boom bap shit that I fucking recommend constantly on this channel. And speaking of fucking seminars, we just talked about the ICP seminar. Twiztid had a seminar. It was actually today. I got my notes from it. And they didn't reveal a whole lot, to be honest. But they did, they revealed some. Nothing crazy in my eyes. They came out talking about Unlikely Prescription. The album's coming out just in a couple fucking weeks now. 2.5 weeks. Little, just under 3 weeks at this point. Unlikely Prescription's coming out. They got 3 more videos coming out for Unlikely Prescription, one of which is featuring Danny Filth of Cradle of Filth. That song was Neon Vamp. So that's one of the videos. And then they talked about they're working on a new record. So these dudes haven't even put out Unlikely Prescription yet, and they're working on a new record. And they're working on it with a producer named Zeus. Now, Zeus, I believe, mixed Unlikely Prescription. And apparently this dude must have liked what he heard, because he's going to be producing their next album. He's produced shit for, they said, Rob Zombie and Hatebreed. I did not get a chance to Google this dude's name and see what his production credits for, but they did say Rob Zombie, Hatebreed, that's some rock shit. I'm pulling up his Wikipedia right now. Associated acts: Rob Zombie, Hatebreed, Queensryche, Joey Jordison, rest in peace. Suicide Silence, rest in peace to the original singer for Suicide Silence. I can't remember his name off the top of my head. All That Remains. So fucking Crowbar, like some heavy ass fucking music. So that kind of answers the question of, will Twiztid continue doing rock shit going forward? And it looks like the answer is yes. So hopefully you like Unlikely Prescription, because going forward, at least for the next album, they're going to continue with the rock direction, I suppose. So we are, in fact, or maybe the fuck not. Maybe this dude will produce some rap shit, but his production credits say otherwise. So it looks like, on paper, we're going to get another rock album, and they continue to say that, hey, Twiztid has always been about of doing whatever the fuck they want and just putting it out there and hoping the people like it. And it's kind of fucking true. Go back to albums like Man's Myth and Mutant, Heartbroken and Homicidal. That was some left field shit. That's probably their most left field album, Heartbroken and Homicidal. That's on some, we're going to do whatever the fuck we want and put it out there. I think it's a fire, underrated album, personally, but yeah, they were trying to drive that fucking point home of, hey, we're going to do whatever the fuck we want and hopefully you like it. So they said that this producer, Zeus, actually wanted to fucking work with them. Like, he kind of sought this out, this collaboration, this project out with Twiztid to do. So, yeah. Looks like we're going to get another rock album. Songs of Samhain 2. They dropped Songs of Samhain last year for Halloween. Part 2 is coming out October 25th. Featuring songs from House of Crazy's Venomous 5. I couldn't fucking type fast enough. I'm sure the rest of the Magic Ninja fucking record label will be on there as well. Twiztid, A&B, Zool. But featuring songs, those were the 2 that I caught. HOK, Venomous 5. Someone did ask about Venomous 5 in the questionnaire, the questionnaire fucking segment of the seminar where people could ask questions, and they said they're still waiting on Zool for Venomous 5. So fucking Zool, get on that shit, bro. I was hoping we were going to get that shit this year, but maybe not. They said as soon as Zool finishes that shit, it will be out. Their parts are done, just waiting for Zool. So, but it looks like we're going to get some sort of Venomous 5 on Songs of Samhain 2. So that'll be dropping October 25th. And then I guess the big news you could say, I don't know. They talked about how they do Astronomicon. They came up with this idea 6 years ago and how it's grown every year. But they want to do, and they called it a family reunion, an outdoor 3-day event, possibly starting in 2023. Where they said everybody will be intense. Everybody. Including them. So, looks like they're going to do a family reunion. They didn't really say it would be like a festival, music acts and shit like that. who knows how the fuck they would plan this shit. My immediate thought was, oh, they're just going to try to do the fucking gathering, but I don't think it necessarily sounds like that. The way they're saying that everybody will be camping in the fucking woods for 3 days or camping wherever the fuck. So I guess we'll just have to wait and fucking see. I'm sure people will fucking tear that apart. But I get, I'll just wait and see on that. But they're trying to get a 3-day event going in 2023. And then they talked about how they want to keep the family entertained, keep everybody entertained. I think they've been fucking doing a fine fucking job at keeping everybody entertained. I mean, all the music that they do, the shows, the live streams, especially during this fucking panini that we've been in. So yeah, I think they've been doing a pretty fucking good job of keeping everybody entertained during these fucking times. And then, let's see. Someone asked about them doing a record called Demented Duo, and if it was Batman and Robin themed. Twiztid did confirm that they are working on a record called Demented Duo, but it is not Batman and Robin themed. It's just, that's what they call themselves. I mean, they've been calling themselves the Demented Duo for a long ass fucking time. So they are working on another record. He said 38%. To me, that sounds like, this record might never fucking come out. Just because the news of they're working with the producer Zeus. I'm sure all their focus is going to go into that and not this Demented Duo record, but these dudes pump out music at an alarming fucking rate as it is. Last year we had fucking Mad Season, Songs of Sam Hain, Revelation. This year we had the fucking Electric Lettuce, getting an Unlikely Prescription, another Halloween album, like just cranking shit out. But they did say that they are working on it. And this was fucking funny. Someone in the crowd asked if they would either be willing or if they're down to do a collaboration with Kottonmouth Kings. And Monoxide answered, "You mean D-Loc?" And I was done. Dead. Rest in peace. I was fucking dead. You mean D-Loc? Even fucking Twiztid sees the bullshit of KMK. That was fucking hilarious. That got a fucking laugh out of me. You mean D-Loc? And then after they said that, it was, I don't want to say they were on some fuck D-Loc shit, but immediately it was propping up and bigging up Johnny Richter. They're like, shout out Johnny Richter. Basically saying he was always the coolest one out of the group. He would show up to their shows dolo and just shoot the shit with them. That's probably why they got him on that Wasted track on the new Nightmare EP, which is, I think, slept on. And, and they bigged up Pakalika as well. Send a shout out, rest in peace to Pakalika. But I thought that was fucking hilarious, man. Even Twiztid sees the bullshit with Kottonmouth Kings. You mean D-Loc? Hilarious, man. And that's all the fucking notes I got from the Twiztid seminar. I did not post them online. Maybe I will. Maybe I won't. As I take a screenshot of my phone where my notes were. So I will be posting them. They will be posted up. But anyway. Yeah. New music from Twiztid coming. September 10th. Unlikely Prescription drops. Working with a fucking rock producer, like legit rock producer for their next shit. If that dude, all right, so maybe, now that I think of it, this dude produces for Rob Zombie, right? Maybe we can finally get that Rob Zombie Twiztid collab. I don't know if Rob Zombie's down with Twiztid like that, but I've always thought that Twiztid and Rob Zombie, like for a minute now, probably since not Man's Myth, like Mirror Mirror Green Book around that time, I'm like, man, I would love to hear Twiztid and Rob Zombie on a fucking track. That would be fire. So I'll keep my fingers crossed on that one. Hopefully that collaboration will happen someday. Who the fuck knows, but that's my news from Attack of the Ninjas. The Twiztid seminar, I'm sorry. Twiztid also announced more Twiztid news that they're releasing a indie store exclusive 12-inch die cut picture disc vinyl. I can't believe I got that all out in one try. For Rose Petal. September 24th. It's the Twiztid Skull Lungs logo. Die cut vinyl. Looks fucking fresh as hell. Indie store exclusive. So you can only buy it at record stores. Nowhere else. Almost sounds like it was a record store day exclusive, but bands do this shit, or groups, artists, whatever, do this shit all the time where they do release indie store exclusives. ICP did it with Fearless Fred Fury and the Flip the Rat Pack. I believe the 4-inch vinyl that ICP released was indie store exclusive as well. So yeah, within the Juggalo world, that's happened before, and Twiztid's doing it. Twiztid has taken a part of Record Store Day. They didn't do it this Record Store Day, so maybe this is to make up for it. Limited to 1,000. It's not really limited, but still dope nonetheless. Got to cop that limited edition shit. And we got my fucking cat at the door. I don't know if you can hear her. Busting her way in. Trying to get in here. I wish I had a stick to push it open. She'll fucking figure it out. But anyway. New Twiztid vinyl. Next month. That'll be coming out. And I did mention Attack of the Ninjas. I did catch some of the live streams from Attack of the Ninjas. There was just no good live streams from Attack of the Ninjas. But Boondocks, I don't remember if I talked about this last week. But Boondocks released an exclusive CD, Attack of the Ninjas exclusive of the Crypto Dirt album. New cover art, all that shit. Buckshot Mob style. Doing that limited edition shit like they know how to do best. So, hopefully you caught that at the Attack of the Ninjas. Hopefully you caught that limited edition Attack of the Ninjas CD as well. So, it seemed like Attack of the Ninjas, Astronomicon all went down without a hitch as well. So, shout out to them for doing that. Putting it fucking down for the fam. And then keeping it fucking twisted. They dropped a video for Eastside Ninjas. Fuck, I don't know the name and I can't see it on my screen right there. Highest in the Game, off the Eastside Ninjas project, Pact of the Four. The video came out finally. Yeah, shit, maybe they listened to the podcast and listen to me talk about stop doing the green screen specials and get in an alleyway and rock a video. I mean, granted, the Unlikely Prescription videos have been like legit full production videos, but as far as some like Juggalo shit, not to say that the Unlikely Prescription shit ain't Juggalo shit, but I don't know. Anyway, they got in a fucking alleyway with ABK, Blaze, and rocked out the video for this shit. So that's out there now. If you peeped it, you peeped it. If you didn't, well, maybe you'll fucking peep it now. But that's out there. And I'm just glad to see it's not a fucking green screen special or a fucking lyric video. So yeah, fucking dope. And then fucking a la Zulilu. These dudes are very much like fucking Buckshot Mob style in the sense that these dudes know what the fuck they're doing with merch drops and all this other shit. I should have got a picture of their merch booth at Attack the Ninjas. They had like limited edition masks, whole bunch of limited edition shit. And they were passing out samplers, CD samplers of I don't even know what. No word of what's on these CDs yet. I'll probably talk about it next week. They were passing these out at the Gathering and Attack the Ninjas and Astronomicon this weekend. So, I mean, these dudes know how to fucking get people to, involved and get that fucking demand for merch going. So these dudes were handing out this CD sampler. They had a whole bunch of limited edition shit at Attack of the Ninjas. Very fucking dope. And yeah, definitely, always looking forward to new Zool. So maybe there's some new Zool on there. Maybe they threw on a V5 track without Twiztid knowing. Who the fuck knows? I don't fucking know yet, and I haven't heard anything about it. So, yeah. And then we got shit. We still got more shit to talk about. Fucking Klick dropped the pre-orders for their EP. It is an EP coming out October 1st. Pre-orders are up for it now. If you haven't fucking checked for it, then check for it now. There is no option for just the CD. So I have not got my pre-order in yet because I just don't want... I will buy a t-shirt every once in a great while, depending on what it's for or what the design is. I'm just not big on buying shirts and shit like that. So I'm waiting for the CD-only option for the pre-order to drop before I pre-order it. But they got, I grabbed a screenshot of, one of the bundles. You get a t-shirt and a hat, the Klick logo, the skull logo, and all that shit. And yeah, the EP is dropping October 1st. It's 6 tracks coming in at 28 minutes. So 28 minutes for 6 tracks ain't bad. The first, we've heard 2 tracks off it so far. Every Day, which is the Sub Noise roster, and then We Want It All, which was the first single. And then we got 4 other tracks. The first song, Throne of Spades. Second track, Sub Noise OGs, which Richter and Chucky are Sub Noise OGs. Obnoxious is a brand new fucking artist to Sub Noise, so we'll see how they play that one out. Third track is Every Day. Fourth track is Who's Next. Fifth track, Spaceships, featuring Underrated, formerly of Potluck, and Son of Saint. Saint Dog's son is getting involved on this Klick EP. And then the last track, We Want It All. So we are getting new music. I was kind of hoping that we would get a full-length album first, but the way music gets released now, and who knows if they even have an album's worth of material, but at least we're getting something. I'm looking forward to this. Unlike that 25 to Life shit, I'm actually looking forward to this. I fucks with Johnny Richter. I fucks with Chucky Chuck. Not a big fan of Obnoxious in the sense that I'm just not familiar with his work, but I will get more familiar with this Klick EP. I do like he stole the show on the We Want It All track. Fucking, I don't give a shit. He stole the show he rapped, killed that fucking shit on We Want It All. So I'm looking forward to hearing it. The album cover is okay. If we're going to judge album covers, it's okay. I do like how, you got Richter in the throne with the crown, and then you got Chucky and Obnoxious to his left and his right, the quote-unquote henchman for the king, because he is a Kottonmouth king, even though, fuck the bullshit. Ain't even going to get into it. But, yeah, I'm looking forward to this Klick shit way more than I was looking forward to the 25 to Life shit. So, hopefully, the EP's good. And I guess we'll just have to wait and see. October 1st. If you do pre-order, the merch, hats, shirts, and shit will ship out immediately. And then you'll get a separate shipment for the CD on October 1st. So, yeah. October 1st, the CD, and digitally. You get the gear before that. So, yeah, Klick is fucking coming. And we got a release date for it. Pretty fucking dope. And before we bounce the fuck up out of here, Low Key. Y'all know I'm a big fucking Low Key fan. He released his fall schedule for shit to expect from him this year. Looks like the 5th Oracle is getting delayed until 2022. He did mention something saying that this is the schedule while most of the music is getting pushed back until early 2022. You still got a bunch of shit to look forward to. Looks like we got new masks coming. Just a whole bunch of new merch. Masks and Machete Series 1 dropping September 17th. a new Batty Bat single, a mystery shirt, posters, more masks and machetes. Nightcrawlers 2, that will be new music. Nightcrawlers 1 has been out for a minute now. Nightcrawlers 2 will be dropping on Halloween, October 31st. Something called 7 Wishes official launch will be revealed November 12th. No idea what that is. Then more masks and machetes, and then another t-shirt. So the 5th Oracle, I can't remember the name of the Oracle itself, but it will be released looking like early 2022 at this point. So yeah, we will just have to fucking wait and see, I guess, of, you know, what that will fucking entail and what it will be like. And yeah, shout out to fucking Low Key. If you haven't peeped out that fucking Cabal album yet, Low Key, Buckshot, Mr. Gray, and you like wicked shit and you complain about there not being enough wicked shit, fucking blew my eardrums out. God damn it, man. Peep that fucking Cabal album. God damn it, man. I hate when I do that. And I apologize to the listeners right now for blowing out your fucking eardrums right now. I apologize. Did not mean to do that. But I guess that's how we'll fucking end the show. That sucks. But peep that Cabal album. I love Violent J. I love ICP. Thank you for fucking everything you fucking done. Don't let that fucking go unnoticed or unheard. And yeah, thank you for tuning in, whether you're on YouTube or your favorite podcasting app. All that good shit. Much fucking love. Thank you. And I'm Rome Bone of the Beneath the Dirt podcast. And until next time, I'm out. Peace.